I love when my camera starts flashing, like, you've been filming for a long time. Heck yeah, I have. It's been 7.5 years. So, my last video was November 2016. I definitely have a notebook for notes because I forgot a lot of it. I was scrolling through my phone earlier to find pictures and videos that I could pop in as I'm talking about things, and I spent well over an hour very quickly scrolling through the last 7.5 years of my life, and there are some things that I definitely remember and some things I absolutely forgot. So after that video was posted, I ran my first nonstop mile. So I just did my first nonstop mile, 13 something pace. Feels really good. And then later that year, I ran my first nonstop 5K, which is 3.1 miles. And then eventually I broke over, I think, is either 4.2 or 4.5 miles nonstop, which was a huge deal for me because as someone who like literally had doctor's notes to get her out of gym class in high school, I decided to run every day and literally ran almost every single day of my life for over a year and a half up until October 2017 when I broke my foot, and that put a damper on some things. I was in an air cast for about 12 weeks and I picked up running again, but then I just had really intense like leg pain from just really tight calf muscles and not really knowing how to adjust after running with coming back from injury. I want to get back to running because I felt great, especially like if I traveled and did a road trip and I would just be like, I'm gonna go run a mile real quick, and then it just reset me. So May 2017, the guy that I said I was dating in that video broke up with me. I did not handle it well. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Not my best moments in life. I did get into a new relationship for about 3.5 years in October. To put it bluntly and as simple as possible without getting into the details right now, because that's definitely a story for another day, was he was an alcoholic and he was toxic as fuck. That was a good chunk of the last couple of years of my life. In the last 7.5 years, I have also changed jobs 4 times. One of those, I was a recruiter for 3 months and I absolutely hated it. One, I worked at a packaging company for I think a little over 2.5 years. Then I worked at a growth consultancy, because that's why I don't work there anymore, because I can't say the word. And now I'm at a media company, newsletter first media company. I'm director of growth marketing. I lead a small but very mighty team. I've been here, been there, here. I've been in that job, this job, for literally September will be 4 years. So I started in September 2020 with them and I love my job. I did buy this house that I'm in now in March of 2019, which was like prime time to get in. I want it, I've got it. I want it, I've got it. I want it, I got it. You like my house? Gee, thanks. Just bought it. I see it, I like it, I want it, I got it. I love my house. Location-wise, could be better. I'm further outside the city than I want to be, and one day in the nearest future I'd like to be closer. But for now, I love my house. It's great. I was in a few weddings over the years. I went to a few weddings. Actually, I went to a lot of weddings, especially with my boyfriend now. Gets invited to a ton of weddings. Speaking of boyfriend now, we started dating back in April 2021. And we had been friends. I had talked some during all of our friends were on Zoom. We played a lot of games and just got to know him that way and went on a date, and it's been over 3 years now. So he's a great guy. I'm scared to mention having a boyfriend because every time I mention dating someone on YouTube, we break up. So January 2019, I graduated with my associate's degree. And then on May 2020, I graduated during with my bachelor's degree, which was cool because that makes me the first person in my family to have obtained their bachelor's degree. So I was really proud of myself for that. I've always worked full-time and gone to school full-time. Traveled a good bit over the years, Colorado especially. Went to California twice, Los Angeles and San Francisco. Did not see the Golden Gate Bridge. I was so bummed, but I did get free french fries because I didn't get to see it. You already saw her because she popped up, but this is my love. So this is the one good thing my ex did. He surprised me with her. I had no idea I was getting her. I had not closed on the house yet, but I knew I was closing and like it was a done deal. He came in with rolling cart. I heard puppy crying. I looked down, said, "What the hell is this?" He told me it was mine and I started crying, and that's that's it. That is the love of my life forever. She's 5.5, and I hate it. She's an Australian Shepherd, Australian Blue Heeler, Australian Shepherd, Australian Cattle Dog, which is also known as a Blue Heeler. So she's known as a Texas Heeler. She was meant to work on like a farm herding cows and all of that. This is her favorite thing. This is the only thing she herds. She loves this. She does not herd anything else. Except for me and my boyfriend. If we're too far away, like, then she'll push us back together. But otherwise, this is the only thing she loves. Ball. March 2020, happened. I finally left my toxic relationship for the second to last time. But it was a very important leaving and pivotal moment. And then I also, if you guys remember seeing a gray cat in videos, if you're an OG viewer, or you just remember seeing on my Instagram if we've been Instagram friends for that long, that was my cat Buddy. He unfortunately got sick really quickly during so literally within like a 2-week span happened, broke up with my boyfriend, and then was harassed, and then I had to put my cat down. And also this was while I was working like 60-hour weeks because my job did not stop because I was in the digital space. I have been in the digital space. So I just ended up getting busier and working more and didn't have any time off. So it was not a good time. April 2021, I was diagnosed with ADHD, which if you watch any of my old YouTube videos, how did we not know? How did no one know? Like, did you know and you just didn't tell me in the comments? How did we not know? How did we not know? I know sometimes people think like ADHD, you get bad grades, so I know part of it is I got like straight A's in school and had all these things, only to find out that like all these routines and stuff I had were basically masking my ADHD. So when I went through trauma and depression and anxiety and everything fell apart and all of my routines fell apart and I had to be a human again, it came out very blatantly how ADHD I am. So if you've ever wondered that I have ADHD, yes, I have ADHD. It's very blatantly obvious. I finally got my passport last year, which was a bummer because right after I got my passport, I started getting sick again. And then was just on and off sick for a couple months and found out as of like last month I have IBS. So on top of my gastroparesis, on top of my hypothyroidism, on top of my ADHD, that I now have IBS. Like, aging is just so good. So good. It's so good. So good. Really, the latest thing aside from the IBS is I have a new car. And her name is Fiona. I got a Honda HR-V 2024. I love her. My last car was a 2008 Honda Accord. I had it for literally, got it in 2011 up until, I had it for 13 years. It's well over 220,000 miles. Sad to leave Phoebo behind, but it was time. That's everything. For episode 2, we're not PMSing this time. But episode 3, we're gonna PMS. What is episode 3? I have no idea. But I'll figure it out. So if you like these kinds of videos, maybe not this kind specifically because this is just an update of where I've been the last 7.5 years and what I've done and some explanation of how I've become who I've become. But yeah, if you like these ish videos, if you just want to see more videos, then 1, tell me what you want to see in the comments below or DM me on Instagram. 2, you can subscribe to this channel. And that, I will talk to you guys super soon in episode 3. Oh, bye.